I'm Judea Murray, and here on a positive note, we highlight the most heartwarming stories from all around our tri-state that move and inspire us. We just closed out the first week of the new year, and based on this next half hour, I'd say 2021 already looks promising. Let me start by saying congratulations to anyone who brought in one of the most beautiful gifts known to this world at the start of 2021, a baby. News 12 talked to the lucky parents of the first baby born in Wisconsin, Long Island, a beautiful, healthy baby girl.
As New Yorkers counted down the seconds to a new year, Brian and Nicole Taylor of Wisconsin were at Stony Brook University Hospital, counting down to a special delivery.
We were watching the ball drop in the background, actually, and all the nurses and the doctors, we were all counting down, and we did a Happy New Year, and then a few seconds later, one more push, and then here she comes.
She is Briella Nicole Taylor, the first baby of 2021 born on Long Island. Briella came into the world at 12:01 a.m., weighing in at 7 pounds, 1 ounce.
It was a pretty surreal moment.
The Taylors were expecting Briella to arrive on New Year's Eve because Nicole was induced early that morning. Brian, who is an accountant, says he was hoping his baby girl would be born in 2020 for tax credit purposes. But Briella had other plans, arriving 1 minute past the stroke of midnight, giving her the birth date of 01/01/21.
It all worked out for the better, and she's in 2021, so we can't complain about that.
The Taylors say a new baby is a wonderful way to start off the new year.
She's a true baby new year. And again, congratulations to all of our new parents around the tri-state. What an honor it is to bring in a new life. Now, I know you don't want to talk about it, but how are those resolutions coming along? A gym in Connecticut is making sure your new year, new me, and this year is my year hold weight this time around.
You're not tired yet, especially right now.
New Year's resolutions are a bit different this year. Most people are just happy to make it out of 2020. For Hustle Fitness and Athletics, their motto going into 2021 is close it out.
Some people who have certain goals maybe didn't meet exactly the ones they wanted yet, but they're right on the cusp. So this is the year to close on that. That's it. Come here, let's close. Let's finish it out.
This mom and pop gym already specialized in small, intimate classes before the pandemic. So when the gym opened in June, they saw an increase in clientele looking for safe fitness environments while also personalized attention.
You go to these big places, sure, you'll tag in, you'll get in there, every day you scan in, but no one pays attention to you, no one really knows you. We know you here. We know you have a bad shoulder. We know that you are dealing with some things at home. We can actually at least try to tweak things to make your experience a lot better here. And at the same time, we can get you to goals quicker because we know what your goals are.
Each client received their own personalized equipment from the gym so they can do their workouts at home. With the app, athletes can follow daily workouts and communicate real time with trainers.
But here, we can have that community, and that's what I always wanted. So with that, anything that's a problem, quarantine, no problem.
2021 is the year of hopefully closing out the pandemic and closing out fitness goals.
Now, if you're a person who struggles with accountability, I have a suggestion to make your new positive habits stick. Experts say one of the best ways to turn a desired action into a habit is to pair it with a trigger, something you'd be doing anyway. Let's say you have a goal to read 12 books this year. Well, you can get a couple of pages in after you brush your teeth before bed, or maybe you want to increase your daily water intake, or a glass of water to drink with each meal and snack throughout the day. Your trigger should already be a regular habit, something you don't even have to think twice about doing. That way, it can serve as a prompt to get your new activity done. I hope that helps your productivity. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your feel-good fact. When a little boy's letter to Santa was lost in transit, the man who found it knew exactly what to do. News 12 Long Island first covered this story for Christmas. Back then, we only knew the mystery man as Santa's little helper, but now we have an update that'll warm your hearts.
Dear Santa Claus, I have been a good boy this year.
This letter to Santa never made it to the North Pole, but it did land in the path of Santa's helper this past Christmas. Santa's helper was Rob Kwan from Hicksville. He was riding his bike in his neighborhood the week before Christmas when he saw the letter with tire marks on it laying in the middle of the road.
I read the letter, so it was from a young child in Amityville, and I decided to get a few things on the list and send it to them.
We woke up Christmas morning and we received a package from the North Pole. We were in shock. We were extremely grateful. We had no idea who it was from. The return address was the North Pole.
Inside the box were some of the toys that 4-year-old Andrew Max had asked for. There were also 2 letters inside. One from Santa, the other to Andrew's parents, telling them how he found the letter, and he signed it Rob Q. Melissa contacted News 12 to thank this mysterious Rob Q. She had lost her job during the pandemic, and she says his gesture made their holiday a whole lot brighter.
We did the best we could as a family to keep up with our usual Christmas traditions, but just this gesture from Rob alone really made this one of the best Christmases we've had as a family.
Rob saw the story on News 12 and decided to surprise the family.
So a couple of days after Christmas, Rob decided to come visit the family, but he didn't come empty-handed. He came with the letter framed, and he came to the door with more gifts.
I'm just glad to bring a little joy to the family.
And it doesn't end there. Melissa noticed the stationery Rob used to write the letter was from St. Jude's Hospital. Melissa raised $150 and donated it to the hospital in Rob's name.
I think everybody's a winner in this story.
There's a quote that says, "Only by giving are you able to receive more than you already have." And this next story proves that to be true. A group of veterans in Fairfield County found themselves with a good problem: too many gifts for the holiday season. So now Christmas just keeps coming for the children at this Connecticut church.
It may look like an ordinary Sunday service here at Blessed Sacrament Church on the east end of Bridgeport, but it quickly turned into an extraordinary event for one simple reason: somebody called in the Marines.
I love the United States of America, and I was proud to serve in the United States Marine Corps.
Daniel Harris of the Marine Veterans of Fairfield County says his organization collected nearly 40,000 gifts for holiday season 2020. And because some charities declined to accept them this year due to the pandemic, there were thousands left over. The Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots program gave away the extras today at 2 Sunday services. People like Evelyn Jean-Paul and her 6-year-old granddaughter were thrilled to receive them.
It's nice. I get it every year.
I'm very blessed, and I'm happy to provide joy to the kids definitely in need.
So nice to see you guys.
It was Andrew LaSala and the Building Hope Foundation, along with Father Skip Karzinski, who worked together to coordinate the giveaways. One before Christmas, the other today.
My father would be very proud tonight.
Volunteers like Christina Robinson say it was great taking part.
It makes me feel warm. I like helping out children and making sure they're happy.
At a time when frontline heroes are celebrated for protecting life, love, and laughter, America's original frontline heroes, the U.S. Marines, brought joy to the Park City both before Christmas and after.
To watch somebody walk away with a smile, with a brand new toy, it fills your heart with joy.
Maybe you've heard of it, but the polar plunge is a New Year's Day tradition in which thousands of people jump into the freezing cold waters of Coney Island. While COVID canceled the official event, one plunge lover said the show must go on.
Tradition must go on.
And so it does for Michael, who's been dressing up as Santa for over 20 years at the annual polar plunge on Coney Island.
This is the best way to greet a new year.
A new year, but with no polar plunge event to start it off, so Michael is keeping his tradition alive. Once he tops his Santa costume with the beard,
I think I'm ready.
Michael warms up on the beach, dipping his feet in, prepping for the chill ahead of him.
The water feels good. It's a good temperature and it's perfect.
And just like that, his entire body submerged in the freezing water. Other plungers coming to check out the scene on Coney Island Beach this afternoon.
I'm let down. I wanted to eagerly to jump in.
Plunger Donald Borby disappointed with the cancellation of the organized event, but understanding why and reminiscent on past years.
But once you get in, I was like, oh, you jump in. It's great.
The executive director of Alliance for Coney Island telling News 12 it's no shocker plungers are still coming out, but it was a difficult decision canceling the event.
We have huge crowds, and there's just no way to divide. Like, even if it was just 1,000 people who showed up, there's no way to safely do that.
Instead, they opened a fundraising platform for plungers to still donate to help Coney Island organizations. And on the flip side, for plungers just like Michael who do decide to come out,
it's very cold. It's almost like a cold shower, but then you get this happy, invigorating feeling, and this is perfect for the beginning of New Year.
And so it goes on.
Tradition has to go on, and it just feels great.